In 1877, Thomas Edison invented the phonograph, became the first instrument that was able to record a playback sound. Then later on, it was called the phonograph, was able to play music. Then years later, the development of the turntable was invented. Many different styles and many different models. For 80 years, in the households and the radio station, DJs used this to play music across the airwaves until the emergence of hip hop appeared. This is where you got your music from. But in order to play the music, the thing that was the icing on the cake, what the music was coming from, you had to have the records. That was the 12 inches, and then you also had the 45-inch. But let us go into the 1960s. This was the time when the disc jockeys was ruling the airwaves on the radio stations and rocking and jamming at the clubs and the parties. DJs was known for that was the name, the given for short, for the sound systems and also they big speakers. The bigger sound, the better. DJs invented, well, didn't invent, the invention of electronics came up with the switchboard. And then the invention of the fade switch. And this way, DJs was able to play two turntables at one time, going back and forth with two turntables, making it sound like one, transferring the music back and forth. This was a unique technique because it had to do with a lot of dynamics and a lot of perfect timing. This was the beginning of the blending of records. They was taking the break beats. The break beats was the songs that DJ Kool Herc called the yoke of a song, when nothing is being played but the beat for a couple seconds. Kool Herc became the master of this. Kool Herc was the man at the time. He ain't maybe not been the first, but he was the one that elevated it and took that to the next level. That's why we call him the godfather of rap. He was known for his sound systems at that time and his Jamaican heritage. He deeply had that influence his music and style of equipment. He was turning the turntable now into a musical instrument. He was known for the sound system in his cars with the big speakers. But what Kool Herc, which he called the yoke of a song, the break beats, what he was getting the music from, believe it or not, disco. Disco music and funk music. And also as time passed, it was taken from rock and roll. It was taken from classic R&B. It was taken from jazz. It was taken from blues. It was sampled from country, sampled from classical music, also spiritual music, gospel music. The invention of the scratch was done by accident. 1975, the DJ Grand Wizard Theodore was playing music in his room and his mom was yelling at him for the music being too loud. And she came in, he held the record. When she left, he let the record move back by mistake. But he liked the way it sounded. He liked it so much he started experimenting with it more and came up with techniques of scratching. His apprentice was Grandmaster Flash. You can hear more of this and more DJs talk about the scratch in the documentary Scratch. That's where I got this information from. Wasn't hard for DJs, young black youth, to gravitate towards this type of music that was being used at the time of hip hop because the black race, the black culture, was the creators of it all. DJs, they was digging in the crates heavy back in the day, looking for that perfect beat, looking for that yoke of the song. Running the stores, this was the beginning of the digging of the crates era. Mr. Magic, he was known for putting your radio of hip hop on the radio station that he had with his apprentice and his DJ at that time was DJ Molly Ball. The record show was called The Rap Attack, and they played hip hop. And Fly Ty was the director of it all, a producer of the show. He is known for Cold Chillin' Records that he started. Rick Rubin was also producer. Him and the promoter, Russell Simmons, they was the ones that started the classic record label, Def Jam Records, with LL Cool J as their first artist. Sampling, you got to get this man credit right here, DJ Molly Mall. He might not have been the first, but he definitely elevated it as well. He took the break beats of the song and he used certain snares and certain drums, and he would add his own flavor and his own music and beats behind it, and changed the hip hop game forever. He was the DJ premier of his time. But of course, artists took notice, artists from back in the day, and they was noticing that their songs was being sampled, and they was producers and record companies was going to court, artists wanting to get paid, because everybody records back in the day was being used, and the secrets was getting out because hip hop was under the telescope, making a lot of money. James Brown was the most sampled artist in hip hop. Puffy stole the Bard song that he used for Biggie. Even the Manfred man, Luke from Two Live Crew, used it for one of their hits for Two Live Crew back in the day. And a lot of our hip hop legends was DJs. DJ Run was once a DJ. KRS-One was once a DJ. Grandmaster Caz was once a DJ. Big Daddy Kane was once a DJ. Rakim was once a DJ. Biz Markie was once a DJ. Rest in peace till he passed away. Redman was a DJ for Lords of the Underground. LL Cool J, believe it or not, was once a DJ. But something happened. It went from DJ and a rapper, and then in the mid-90s, it went from the rapper and a producer. And when this change happened in hip hop, DJs got pushed into the shadows. But think about this: DJs the only ones who could change the atmosphere and mood in a place. The rappers can't do that. So they have that power and that magic. So all the DJs, continue to do your thing. Continue to do your thing. Male and female. I'd like to give a piece and one shout out to the world and the hip hop culture. And stay tuned for my next element in hip hop where I will talk about the MC.